All right, this snake was the snake that kind of started it all for me. As soon as I saw dreamsicles online, I knew I wanted to make one, and it looks like we already have one. Both parents of this were pied het albino lavender, so we should get 25% chance of getting them. So it looks like we already have one. As soon as I saw his head, I already kind of did a sneak peek. I was so excited that we hit one. So I figured at 9 eggs, we should at least hit one. With odds hitting 2, we should at least hit one. So at least we got one here. Let's take a look at it. All right, looks good. Looks like a lower, medium to low white, maybe. I like my pieds to have low white, enough where you tell they're pied, but I just don't like the pieds that are all white and colored head. I think it's kind of boring. Both of the parents are low white pieds, het albino lavender. So I was wondering. I figured if you did a low white to low white, you'd get mostly low whites. But I know it's kind of can be anything when it comes to the piebald gene. But I'm just kind of curious to see if that's how it would work. These are my first pieds too that I've hatched out. So he's very good looking. Cool. All right. Hopefully we get at least one more. I would like to have a male and a female, and they'll both be holdbacks to kind of push my dreamsicle project and my other ones that I have that are have some additional genes. We can start adding stuff to it and increase our odds of getting them in future years. All the other ones with their heads poking out, these other ones are all just piebald, but very orange. Both parents were very orange when they were hatchlings. They're I'm sure everybody says their snakes are the best, but I picked out these ones just because how bright they were as hatchlings, and some of them are still more brown and stuff, but these ones were really orange enough where it almost looks like there's an additional gene there, inchy or something like that. But the seller said that there's nothing else in the pairing, so it's still pretty cool. I like how the pied pattern makes that just the kind of explosion on the right on the dorsal, just with the weird janky patterns. All right, this one, it isn't albino either. So yeah, so far they all look pretty low white. So that's cool. At least for me, I know that's what I look for. I'm sure everybody's different, but medium white's okay too. I just don't like the ones that are all white with just a head. You have to try to determine what's in the snake with an inch of coloring, and I don't like that. Right. And another pied. And that one looks like it has a little more white. As always, too, I'm going to attach the video of them after they've been in the incubator and shed out in about a week. I'll attach to the end of this video. I don't like not knowing the answer to things, and I know it drives me crazy when I see egg cutting videos, and then you got to search to see what they look like in additional videos. So I'm just going to keep doing it all on the same video. We did have like 6 clutches this year too, so I'm going to have multiple videos come out. There's some pretty exciting stuff, at least I think so. And another pied. That's all right though. Everybody likes pieds. So at least now, hopefully that this dreamsicles, if it's a male, I'm gonna be able to breed my other dreamsicle stuff here once it gets some size and gets a little bit older, and then increase the odds here. So we'd be hitting 100% or 50% dreamsicles. That'd be nice. And another pied. Ooh, this one looks really bronzy, very orange. It's gonna be neat to see all the pile of snakes. That's my favorite part, seeing the pile of snakes after you do all this and they all get out and you see just the big pile of different color snakes. These ones will be all pretty much the same, but it's still always neat to see. And yeah, another pied. Most of them seem low white too, so that's pretty cool. That's what I was going for. Anyways, all right, we have our last shot here. With the odds of this one should be a dreamsicle, but when I've noticed, either it's all or nothing. Either you hit really good, or you don't hit what you're supposed to. Like it never is in, but you never get like just a right on perfect. It's always better or worse, it seems like. Yep, and we have another pine. Looks very orange though, and I don't see a lot of white, so that's what I was going for. All right, hopefully this one's a male here. If I can have male or female, I'd rather have male to increase the chances for the future dreamsicle clutches here. All right, I'll be back with the other video. All right, it's been about a week. I think they're all shut out but one. So we're gonna go ahead and get them on a paper towel and keep them in the incubator a little while, but let's go ahead and take a look at them here. We're gonna start with the best. I did check, and it is a male, so that's the best. That's what I can hope for, or that's what I was wishing for anyways, is a male. So I will have a male dreamsicle. It's very low white, just two little spots here towards the end of the tail. So I am very excited. I'm glad we got at least one. It would have really been a bummer to have 9 shots at a dreamsicle and not hit one. All right, now for the endless pieds. They're all very good looking, very. This is probably one of the highest white one that I got. So it does show that I don't know really if you breed 2 low whites and get low whites. Obviously, this one's pretty high white. All right, then we have some more. This one's very low white. This one's a lot like the parents. Parents are a little more orange than this one, but still there's quite a bit of orange on here. Almost makes me think there's inchy or something, but breeder says that there was not. All right, this is about exactly what the parents look like. Very orange, just like this one. All the kind of saddles are all bunched up top with orange fading towards the bottom. And yet another pied, another low white one. Cause maybe there is a thing to it, because almost all of them look about like the parents looked, very low white. There's that one, there's two that, well, I have another one here that's going to have higher white, but majority of them are kind of low white. Yep, this one, same thing, very low white. This one probably has the most orange. Very orange. It will brown out. It seemed like the male didn't as much, but the female definitely did. She just looks like a regular pied. All right. These two are all stuck to each other. There we go. This is the other one that has more white, but still fairly low white pied. And then this one here, another low white. They look good. These are very healthy too. They're all around 85 grams out of the egg. So, I hatch them sometimes they're 60, stuff like that. This was a pretty chunky clutch. The mom is big and had very healthy big eggs. This is the one that hasn't shed yet. So we got one more. Gonna keep them in the box and put a little bit of water at the bottom, keep some moisture in. But overall, I'm happy with at least having this boy. So this one will be a holdback. All the other ones will be available on my Morph Market. I'll try to price them pretty reasonably. And hoping to go to some shows here in Colorado. So you might see me if you go to some of them. That's about it. Stay tuned. There will be more videos coming out here shortly. Thank you.